All right, so this is opening day for us. Opening day was yesterday, but we didn't play. And we have a game against the St. Louis Cardinals. We are home. Greg Maddux going up against Bob Tewksbury. Tewksbury is a good control pitcher, a lot of movement. So he might kind of give some of our low contact guys a real rough day of it. Not really anything else to point out. I mean, I did extend Maddux. I guess I could show that real quick, just as short as show how our salary outlook is. And you can see, like, right, we have Sandberg more or less. We can't get rid of him because he'll veto any trade most likely. So we have him for these 6 seasons, and we have Maddux for 6 seasons locked up. He does have a player option this 7th year. And if he takes it, like if he wants the money and stays with us, that's great. We get him for another year. If he leaves, well, then we free up a big chunk of our salary, and we can go out and acquire possibly a slightly younger, similar pitcher, even though replacing Greg Maddux would be really difficult. Mark Grace, we did extend him. We bought out his this next year of arbitration. We'll probably do the same thing the 3rd year and look to trade him around the All-Star break of this season, because then Sandberg can step in at first and finish out his career as a first baseman. Lancaster, we bought out his final year of arbitration. He's going to be our closer this year. He's probably going to want way too much money next season, so this will probably be the last or after this season. So we probably won't have him beyond these 2 seasons, but that's fine. Salazar, we're still looking to trade before the All-Star break this season, if we can get anything for him. Kevin Bass, I just sort of checked. I probably could have even went lower. He was willing to take really small money for his for a 2-year extension. He's an older player, but at the very least, he could be a backup outfielder and like a pinch hitter, a decent pinch hitter off the bench, I think. I wasn't uncomfortable giving him these couple extra years, even though he's an older player. Maybe give us, some kind of a stable switch hitting outfielder. Randy Bush is going to want way too much money to extend, and we wouldn't want to anyways with that age. So we will trade him probably 2 months into the season once we call up Cheeto Martinez. Kurt Manwaring, I did put in an extension offer right around this arbitration number to buy this year out. I don't imagine he would have a big year anyways, so I don't think this number would change very much, but I just did it just because. Buying out contracts, arbitration years, it does, like if you offer an extension and they accept it, it gives them a slight morale boost under transactions. Nothing major, but it's something. And that's about it. I think I offered these guys like essentially their arbitration number, and they're likely to accept. Gil Reyes, same thing. I offered him about this, and he's probably going to accept it. I can't see Reyes really playing for us this whole season. I might actually call Wilkins up 2 months into the season, so we'll see. And that's about it for that. Sorry, I got a little sidetracked there, but all right. So it's going to be exciting to do this. I think I have all the settings set up correctly, but I need to double check them. So the video is going to cut out and come back when I'm done doing that. So just one moment. Okay, I think I have things correct, and I actually need to be into the next screen to check a couple things anyways. But you can see I let my bench coach run everything. I do have my strategy set up to sabermetric, but I don't really know if the coach sort of overrides that or if they follow it. But I have my bench coach following sabermetric strategy, hopefully. And then I handle all substitutions, because I tend to think that my judgment on how to use our pitching staff and pinch hitters and things like that is a little better than the AI. Maybe it's not, but it's just how I like to do it. These settings, I might have to change these once I get into the game if things are a little bit quirky. But yeah, so and starting us off, right, we have Mark Grace, our leadoff hitter, Sandberg batting second. Randy Bush, I'm going to put him in the third spot because I was so uncomfortable with Salazar potentially grounding into double plays. Salazar is still going to ground into double plays in this spot, but maybe Bush will be a little more potent there as a left-handed bat against a right-handed pitcher. Kevin Bass will be our cleanup hitter. Salazar will be batting in that fifth spot with his decent power, but I don't expect much from him in that spot. Ryan Duan, our center fielder, elite glove, but just a mediocre bat. Isaiah Reynolds, an elite glove, mediocre bat, and a little bit better of a bat though, hopefully than Duhan. And then Gil Reyes, our catcher. Not really sure why this is happening. I have the setting. I'll have to double check it, but it's supposed to be Man Waring that is facing any right-handed pitchers, and Reyes is going to be our left-handed. He's going to start against left-handed pitchers. So I'm not really sure why that happened. Have to double check. The Cardinals, they're starting off with Ozzie Smith leading it off. He's a dangerous leadoff hitter, but he does have a day-to-day injury for the next couple weeks. So you never know, that could turn into something more serious, or at least he's going to be a little bit diminished skill. So that's good for us. Ray Langford is a good all-around bat. He's a left-handed bat, so he's dangerous against right-handers. He has more power than what this says, I believe. Felix Jose, good contact, not much power. Todd Zeal, like probably their best overall hitter. Nothing amazing, but he's good against left-handed pitchers, for instance. Milt Thompson, again, really good contact, a little bit below average in some of the other stuff, but he's a dangerous batter. Pedro Guerrero, again, like this team, this St. Louis team, they hit a lot of singles and like doubles and things like that. Jose Aquindo, he's an elite second baseman, probably the best defensive second baseman in this save, I imagine, even though it should be Ryan Sandberg in my opinion, but that's a whole other topic. Tom Pagnozzi is the catcher I talked about in previous videos, where it's like, oh, I'd really like to go out and get this guy if he just wasn't quite this old and starting to get this expensive, because this catcher ability and the fact that he has a bit of a bat too is pretty special, but I just let him go because we got essentially the same thing without the bat and much cheaper. Bob Tewksbury, again, I talked about him before, but a good control pitcher. You can see in real life, he always a little bit of an above average pitcher the last couple of seasons. I think if I remember correctly, he was a decent pitcher in the early 90s. Not so sure about that, but I mean, I could look at his real life stats. It's going to give me this. I don't have my settings on this page set up to be able to look at pitching. Oh, that's on the wrong one. My bad. Did he not pitch past 90? Wow. That doesn't seem right. I must not be looking at something correct. Anyways, let's get on with the game. Getting bogged down in meaningless stuff. I don't expect we'll even win this. With Maddox, we have a good chance, because if we can get even just a few runs, Maddox might be able to win that game for us. Every once in a while, he will have a bad game, but generally he's pretty solid, and he can go deep into the games. In this time period, it was more normal for teams to have a pitcher throw 120, 130 pitches. I mean, it wasn't like everyday kind of a thing, but there were pitches that were noted for having great stamina and for being able to go really deep into games, and Greg Maddux is one of those. Like, you'll watch in some of these playthroughs, it's ridiculous how his stamina bar barely goes down, and he's already up to like 110 pitches, and he's still like over in this area or something. This is pretty incredible, but you still have to use him sensibly, or his stamina can sort of go down throughout the season. Sometimes it might anyways, but okay, so we got Ozzie Smith leading off the inning, and facing our defense here with Duhan in center field, Reynolds at shortstop, Sandberg second base. We got Salazar playing third, Grace over at first, Kevin Bass out in left, and Randy Bush in right. Maddox on the mound, and he's going to be pitching to Kurt Manwaring, our more or less our starting catcher until Rick Wilkins comes in a couple months and sort of takes over the role as a platoon catching outfit. So let's get this underway. I play a quick play at bat. I like to watch each at bat. I don't micromanage the actual strategy or anything. I let the AI do all that kind of stuff. I just like to see what happens and possibly make substitutions from time to time. So here we are, opening day in Chicago. It is a beautiful, a little bit chilly, 48 degrees, wind in from the right field at 12 miles per hour. So that's nice because Wrigley can be a home run prone baseball park if the wind is blowing out. But we do have a great ground ball pitcher on the mound anyway, so that's not a big issue. So here we go. Maddox against Ozzie Smith. Here's the 3-0. I hope he doesn't start off with a leadoff walk to the opening game, but looks like that's exactly what happened. So Smith draws the walk. Smith is a wrist steal. Maddox is not that good at keeping guys on, so we might have a guy in runners in scoring position in no time flat. Ray Langford steps in, left-handed batter, and Maddox, a 1-0 pitch, is smoked into center field. So there's a single, and men on first and third. Smith with that excellent speed. So Maddox is starting off this 1991 season in trouble. He's got two really fast base runners on. Felix Jose up to bat. This is what I mean. This Cardinals team, they get lots of little stuff, lots of little base hits, and they kind of kill you that way. 2-1 pitch, swung on and smashed into right field. That will be extra bases. Probably both runs will score. So rough beginning to the 91 season for Greg Maddux here. Not much we can do about it as a GM and manager. We just roll with the punches. So 2 men on. Second and third base. Maddux has yet to retire a batter. And we have Todd Zeal up to bat, kind of their cleanup hitter. So let's see how it goes. Here's the 1-2 pitch. And pop fly into left field. This probably will score the run from third base. Let's see. Yep. So Maddox, Cubs are down 2-0, and Maddox does have an out though. So facing Milt Thompson, here's the pitch. First pitch swing. Driven up the middle, center field. Another run will. Nope, they're going to hold the runner. So runners on first and third, 1 out. Potential double play would be great here. Pedro Guerrero up to bat. Maddox, first pitch swing. Little fly ball to the shortstop. Should be caught. Excellent, 2 away. Jose Aquiendo comes up. Maddox, 2-0 pitch. And it is on the ground to Sandberg. Sandberg over to Grace. And we are out of the inning. Maddox gets away with 2 runs, given up off of 3 hits. Not bad considering they still had guys in scoring position, and he got those 2 key outs. And so we start the bottom of the first with the Cubs down 2 runs. Mark Grace leading it off against Bob Tewksbury. You can see the St. Louis defense. Ozzie Smith was sort of the premier shortstop of the 80s and into the 90s. He's getting a little bit old at this point, but he's still like one of the premier middle infielders of the game. And obviously Aquiendo is just an amazing second baseman. So they have a really strong middle infield. Their corners are a bit weak. Their outfield is just sort of above average all around. Not an amazing center fielder as far as defense goes. So here's Mark Grace against Bob Tewksbury. Let's see how it goes. 1-1 pitch. Grace hits the ball down the left field line, fielded by the third baseman, throw to first, and Grace is out of there. All right, so we're 1 away. Sandberg up to bat against Tewksbury. Here's the full count. And Sandberg crushes a ball into deep right field, but it should be caught by the right fielder, and it is. 2 away. And Randy Bush up to bat, 2 out. Here's the first pitch swing. And a single up the middle. Randy Bush with his first hit of the season. Kevin Bass, maybe with a chance to do something here with 2 out. Here's the first pitch swing. And blooped into shallow left field, caught by the third baseman. And the Cubs are retired. They did get a hit, but no runs. So Maddox up facing Tom Pagnozzi. Here is the pitch. Foul ball, or I'm sorry, a fly ball into shallow center field, and we are one away. Pitcher up to face Maddox. Tewksbury stands in. Here's the pitch. And a ground ball to shortstop. Throw over to first, and we are 2 out. And Ozzie Smith, a problem batter. Always hard to get him out. Here is the full count pitch. And a little line out to the third baseman. And so the Cubs retire the Cardinals 1-2-3. A better inning for Maddox. Hopefully that's just that first inning is all he gives up. Here's Salazar leading it off. First bat of the at bat of the season. And a ground ball to shortstop. Throw to first. And Salazar is retired. Ryan Duhan, our elite fielding center fielder, but not much with the bat. 1-0 pitch. And a lazy fly ball into right field. Should be caught. 2 down. Isaiah Reynolds, we acquired him as an elite shortstop and a decent left-handed bat. So let's see if he can do anything against Bob Tewksbury. And swung on a hard ground ball to third base. Maybe that's going to be ruled as a single. Yeah, it is. Infield hit for Reynolds. A nice job. And Manwaring up to bat. Not much of a batter, but we'll see if he can do anything here. 0-1. Swung on, and that is a base hit to center field. So excellent. We at least clear the bottom of our lineup. Oh, well, never mind. Reynolds with a bad base running mistake. Would have been nice to clear that pitcher spot, but Reynolds with the bad choice base running. All right, so Maddox up at the top of the third, still 2-0 in favor of the Cardinals, and Maddox steps in against Ray Lankford. Here's the pitch. Swung on to the shortstop. Shortstop fields and throws to first, and we are 1 away. All right, and Felix Jose up to bat. I believe he doubled and had those RBI last time, but he strikes out. Excellent job. And Todd Zeal up to bat. Here is the 3-0 pitch. Walked him. And you can see Maddox wouldn't be tired yet, but I can kind of give a sense of where those pitch locations were. Here's a lazy fly ball into left center field. And it looks like Bass has it, and we are through the inning. No damage done. Bottom of the third, Greg Maddox up to bat. Let's see if he can do anything. 1-0 pitch. Lazy fly ball into center field. Should be caught. 1 away. Yep. And Mark Grace back up to bat. He grounded out last time, if I'm not mistaken. Lazy little pop-up into right field. Falls in for a single. So Grace with the leadoff single. Excellent. Here's Ryan Sandberg, probably our best batter in the lineup with the runner on. Hopefully 1-2 pitch. And Sandberg, a lazy fly ball in the center field. Should be caught. Out to the track. Yep, he's got it. And Randy Bush with a chance to maybe put a run on the board. Come on, Bush. Maybe an extra base hit here. Something. 2-2 pitch. And a lazy pop-up to left field, and that should retire at the side. Cubs are still down 2-0 into the top of the fourth. Maddox facing Pedro Guerrero, the sixth batter, number 6 batter of the Cardinals. Here is the pitch. Guerrero with a little tapper to the mound, and Maddox throws him out to first. Excellent. Aquino up to bat. Maddox, 0-1 pitch. And hit hard to Grace. Grace fields it. He's going to toss it to Maddox, and that is 2 away. And Pagnozzi up to bat. Here is the 2-1 pitch. Lazy fly ball into right field. Bush should have that no trouble, and he's got it. And we are through the top of the fourth. Still no runs scored. 2-0. Come on, Cubs. Get some offense going here. Kevin Bass. Full count. And he walks. Nice leadoff runner. He's got good speed. He can steal. I doubt my bench coach will call for it, but at least maybe it will help us avoid a double play here if Salazar hits a ground ball, which is likely. Salazar stands in. 1-0 pitch. And on the ground to third base. And he hits into a double play. Salazar. He's rough. Definitely a area of this team we have to improve at is third base. Ryan Duhan faces Tewksbury, 3-1 pitch. And that is a tapper to the first base side, toss over to Tewksbury, and we are through the bottom of the fourth. Top of the fifth inning, Maddox is only at 56 pitches, so he's cruising along. He's all right. Let him face this. Strikes him out. Very good. Ozzie Smith up to bat again. A difficult out. A lot of speed if he gets on base. Here's a 2-1 pitch. Looks like a single into right field, so we do have a fast runner on and a guy that likes to steal. Cardinals as a team, they tend to steal a lot. Maddox facing Ray Lankford, a full count, and strikes him out. Big strikeout. So now we got 2 away, runner on first. Felix Jose up to bat. Maddox has thrown 73 pitches so far this game, so he's looking all right. Runner goes. Here's the throw. Oh, and they got him by a mile. Nice job by Manwaring. All right, so Isaiah Reynolds up to bat. We're going into the bottom of our lineup here. Bob Tewksbury, let's see what we got. And Reynolds strikes out. Manwaring up to bat. Manwaring with a fly ball into right field, but should be caught. Yep, and we are 2 away. Now, this is a case where if either of those guys had got on base, I might have pinch hit for Maddox and just, used a bullpen arm to finish out this game. But because neither reached safely and Maddox has only thrown 74 pitches, I'm inclined to keep him in. I know, maybe I need to get some offense. I'm down 2 runs. Let my bullpen sort of go with it. But Maddox is such a good pitcher. I'll justify doing this. It's probably not a smart move, but we'll keep him in to possibly throw 1 or 2 more innings. And hopefully our offense does something, which it probably won't. It's a pretty terrible batting team. All right, Maddox against Felix Jose. Here's the 1-0 pitch. And a single up the middle to center field. So Cardinals start off with a leadoff runner. Fast guy too. Maddox against Todd Zeal. 0-2 pitch. Strikes him out. Big strikeout. So now the double play is in order, even though it's unlikely with that kind of speed on base. Milt Thompson, good contact hitter. 1-2 pitch. Strikes him out. So Maddox is some big strikeouts when he has had men on base. He's managed to get out of it normally. Pedro Guerrero stands in. First pitch, runners going. Here's the throw, and they got him again. Manwaring throwing out 2 runners this game. Excellent. Mark Grace, our leadoff hitter, steps in against Tewksbury. So come on, Grace, you got a single your last time at bat. Here's the pitch. Little tapper to the mound. Should be 1 away. Yep. Sandberg steps in, and he is 0 for 2 today. And there's a single up the middle, base hit. Ryan Sandberg. So now we get Randy Bush up. Maybe he can get something going here. Randy Bush. Sandberg's got okay speed on the bases, so hopefully not a double play if there's a ground ball. Here's Bush. And a lazy little tapper into right field will fall in for a single, and Sandberg's going to advance to third, make it there safely. And now we have a runner in scoring position. We'll score on a deep fly ball, and hopefully Bass can get a base hit here or a double or whatever. So let's see. Might be able to cut this lead in half or better. So Kevin Bass steps in. Bob Tewksbury is starting to labor. He's up to 91 pitches. Maybe we can bust this inning open. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Bass with a lazy fly ball into left field. Will this score the run? It does not. Too shallow. Darn. That was a big missed opportunity. Salazar comes up. Hopefully he can drive this run in. 2 outs. And it's a base hit into left field, a big base hit by Salazar. So we do get the RBI. We've cut the lead in half. 2 outs, 2 on. Still might get a chance here with Duhan. If he can maybe get a hit here, maybe we score a second run. Here's the pitch. And a little tapper to first base. That should be the inning, but the Cubs do cut the lead in half. They are only 1 run down, and we're going to throw Maddox up there probably this one more inning because it's likely we'll use a pinch hitter when he comes up to bat next inning. So let's see if he can make it through this inning without any issues. He's only 84 pitches, so if we finish this game out with him at 100, that was about perfect. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And Maddox strikes him out. So he has had a good game besides that rough first inning. So, and another strikeout. So I mean, you look at him: 7 strikeouts, 2 walks. He only gave up those 2 earned runs in the very start of the game. Otherwise, he's been pretty dominant. So 2-2. Oh, and he hits a guy. Whoops. And here's the 1-0 pitch. Oh, a little single up the middle. Runner will probably get to third. So now we're in a little bit of a trouble here. We don't want to give up another run. Ozzie Smith is up to bat. Smith is a switch hitter. Real challenging batter. But the thing is with Maddox is he's probably our best pitcher, and he still has plenty of juice. And so whoever I bring in to face Smith, I mean, he's going to be trouble. So I'm just going to let Maddox face him. I mean, he's already on the hook for the potential loss anyways. I really hope he doesn't give up a base hit here or give up a run. But if I brought in a bullpen arm, they very well could do the very same thing. So we'll see how it goes. Here's the first pitch swing. On the ground to Sandberg. We will get out of the inning unscathed. And that will be it for Greg Maddux. A wonderful performance. He pitched 7 innings, gave up 2 earned runs, 6 hits. I think he had like 7 strikeouts, 2 walks. So a really good performance. Hopefully we can get a run in this inning for him to at least make it a no decision, if not take the lead. Here's Reynolds against Tewksbury. Tewksbury's right about 98 pitches, so this will be his last inning pitch, maybe. Reynolds goes down swinging. Manwaring against Tewksbury. 1-2 pitch, and smashed into the gap in right field. So that'll be a double by Manwaring. Excellent timing. We can bring a pinch hitter up. Potentially, if the pinch hitter doesn't do anything, maybe Grace will be able to. So that's it for Greg Maddux. Great job by him. We will call in. What do we have? This right-handed pitcher up. We're going to call in Doug DeCenzo. He's not a great hitter or pinch hitter or anything, but he is a switch hitter. He can bat from the left-hand side, so we'll throw him in there. And let him take a whack at it. And here we go. Lazy fly ball into center field. Runner will not advance, so it's too bad. But maybe Mark Grace can tie the game up here. So come on, Grace. Grace against Tewksbury. This is your time, Grace. As first pitch swing, hit to the mound, over to first. We do not get that run in. That's painful. I expect better from Grace there. So it's a 2-1 lead for the Cardinals. Maddox is out of the game. And now we have a choice, who do we want to face these guys? Most likely in this kind of scenario, game is close, and we're facing a left-handed bat, a switch hitter, a right-handed bat, a left-handed bat. So they got like just a lot of back and forth there. So I might as well, in this kind of situation, just throw Wilson in there to face Langford, just to sort of get it out of the way. He can face a left-handed batter, and I can just burn him, and hopefully he doesn't give up anything to Langford. So Steve Wilson, our left-handed quote-unquote specialist, even though he isn't really that special, he's going to come in against Ray Langford and hopefully get him out. So here's a 1-0 pitch. Looks like a base hit into right field. Darn. And now we get the switch hitting Felix Jose up. And then we have a right-handed Todd Zeal. So we are going to call in one of our right-handed pitchers with a runner on first. We'll call in Dahmeyer because he's a ground ball pitcher. So maybe he can get a double play here. He's not a wonderful pitcher, but you never know. It's super hard though with these kind of speed ratings. There's a full count, pop up into center field, so the runner will not advance. That's great. And now we do have one out, so a potential double play could end the inning. It likely won't, but because so much speed there at first, or with Langford. But here's Dahmeyer versus Todd Zeal, and full count again. Swung on, ground ball to shortstop. He does get the out at second and the out at first, so we do turn a double play. Excellent job by Dahmeyer getting those big outs. Sandberg comes up to bat, leading it off, and this is sort of our do or die time. These are kind of hopefully our best batters coming up. Hopefully we can get a run or better in this half inning. Here is Sandberg against I think it's still Tewksbury in there. A little roller over to shortstop, throw to first, and Sandberg is retired. So Tewksbury has cruised. He's up to 116 pitches now. You can see that for this time period, like it's more common for pitchers to get a lot more pitches. Randy Bush, come on, man, 1-2 pitch. Let's do something here. Ground ball to second base, over to first, and Cubs are down to their final out in the 8th inning. Here is Kevin Bass. And a base hit into right field. So Bass has had a good day. I believe he's like 2 of 3, if I'm not mistaken. 1 of 3. All right, and we got Salazar, who was responsible for that RBI. Maybe he can be a hero here and hit a home run or something like that. So Salazar against Tewksbury. Here's a 1-0 pitch. Ground ball to second base, and we are through the bottom of the 8th. The Cubs still trail by a run. St. Louis up. We got Milt Thompson, and then right, so this is a little bit tricky here. I think that it's okay in this circumstance, just to throw McElroy in there, and give him a little bit of work, at least against this left-handed batter. So McElroy strikes him out. Excellent. And now Guerrero, and we have the switch hitter come in. McElroy, in my opinion, he tends to get right-handed batters out okay. So I'm just going to have him face this right-handed batter, and then he's going to face a switch hitter because. So let's see how it does. Full count, single into right field. So that's not good, but we'll see what he does against the switch hitter coming up against Aquindo. All right, so the 1-0 pitch, McElroy to Aquindo, and another single into right field. So this is a little troubling. We do have one out. We have runners on first and second. Tom Pagnozzi in, and this is where we do need to call in. Probably, I guess we'll use Lancaster just because we're so close. We still have a chance in this game. It's not tied. Normally you wouldn't do this, but I'll just do it because we're going to be so pitiful this year. We're probably not going to get to use our closer that often. So maybe he can do something here. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And he strikes him out. Excellent. And Gilkey up to bat. Bernard Gilkey. Here's the 2-2 pitch, and he strikes him out. So Lancaster comes in and strikes out 2 batters, and we are through that inning, that little spot of trouble. And Lee Smith comes in for the Cardinals. Now, Lee Smith, at this time period, pretty much the dominant closer in the game. If you look at his numbers here, I mean, where it's saves, I mean, nothing insane, but when you play in this time period, you learn pretty quick this guy is hard to hit. He just strikes everybody out. So we're at the bottom of our lineup, bottom of the 9th inning. I don't see a whole lot of hope here, but you never know. Ryan Duhan against the fireball throwing Lee Smith. Here is the 0-2 pitch. And a strikeout. Imagine that. Lee Smith throwing a strikeout. I can't believe it. Here's Isaiah Reynolds. A 1-2 pitch. Probably another strikeout. Yep, Lee Smith living up to what I remember him to be. So, and here's Kurt Manwaring, final out of the game. Don't foresee much happening here, but you never know. First pitch swing. Base hit into left field. Manwaring getting that hit off of Lee Smith. Good job. And we won't bat Lancaster. We'll throw Glenn Allen Hill in there as a pinch hitter. And here is the full count to Hill. Hill with a swing, a fly ball into right field, and the Cubs have lost 2-1 against the St. Louis Cardinals. Rough opening day loss. Only gave up those 2 runs in the very first inning. Maddox had a rough opening inning, but he was great the rest of the game. And the Cubs, they did get a run in the bottom of the 6th off of Salazar's. I believe it was a 2-out single. But other than that, they hit well. They had 10 hits, but they couldn't convert it into any runs. They missed a few key opportunities there, which is an unfortunate thing about this team. We'll probably get good outings by pitchers like Maddox, like we did today, and just will fall short because we won't score runs. But anyways, that was opening day, first game of the season. I know I'm probably not super excitable when I'm calling these kind of games. It's just maybe a very monotone sort of experience, but I'm more just, every 20 games or so, I will play a game like this just so I can give a general update of the team and what's been going on. This was opening day, so there wasn't a whole lot I could say except a few little minor changes I made. You can see the game says Todd Zeal had a big day because he was the one that sort of resulted in that 2-0 first inning. And we could have and we should have scored more runs. Definitely. I mean, I would have said that in real life, so the game read my mind. Imagine this. Salazar grounds into a double play. I never saw that one coming. You can see Maddox, 2.57 ERA. He was great. 100 pitches, solid 7 innings, just that first inning. Wilson came in, gave up a hit against the only left-handed batter he faced. Dahmeyer got a big double play. He had a really good innings pitched, a single inning. McElroy, I believe he came in, he struck out a guy, and then he gave up a single or 2 singles, and then Lancaster came in and struck out 2 guys to end that. Unfortunately, we couldn't do anything offensively. We had guys, 8 guys on base. We did have runners in scoring positions a couple times with 2 outs, and we just couldn't convert. So a rough opening day, but this is going to be sort of normal for this team. I foresee us, just real quick again, I will show, where is that? I'm not so used to going into these menus. So our preseason predictions, I mentioned this in the previous video, but just to sort of revisit it, they think that they think we're going to be a little bit better than they did before. They thought we were like 64 and whatever. We were like the very bottom of the league. So now we're predicted to sort of finish towards the middle of our division. This is kind of what I was thinking, right around 70 wins. We might do better than this after a couple months if I call those guys up and they perform. So we might actually, maybe we'll even be close to 80 wins if we're doing well. But yeah, we're not going to have like a banner season. And again, this is my point. You can see here's the Pirates with 105 wins. Next closest team, 80 wins. So they're always just a massive. There's a massive gap between. The only time I've ever seen the Pirates not win this division is if like Bonilla or Bonds have a season-ending injury or something like that, or some kind of huge thing like that where they aren't the team that they should be. They're monsters in this season. So, and you can see like the other teams. The Phillies. I did mention in that other video. Phillies always tend to finish dead last in my saves. The Mets. It doesn't look like they're going to be that good this year. Sometimes they can do better than the predictions. Expos are supposed to be a little bit better than us, so we'll see if that's true. But yeah, I suspect we're not going to win very often, and when we do. It's going to be close, and it's going to be like because we had a guy like Maddox pitch a complete game shutout or some crazy thing like that. But hopefully that was still an entertaining playthrough. This team is going to lose a lot, so when I play these games every 20 games, I'll do one of these and just sort of give an update on our record and how we've been doing. But this first season, it's going to be rough to watch. Like if anybody follows along. We're likely to finish 70 and 90 or something like that. I will show there's guys on the waiver wire. I already looked through a lot of these, and I made offers, or I made claims on the ones that interested me, but their teams grabbed them right back. So there's not much else to really cover. I am looking forward to playing through the next 19 games and then coming back and showing how we've done. But our owner is pretty funny. He reached the playoffs, and we're like a projected 70 win team. So thanks so much for watching. If you made it this far, I really appreciate it. And if you throw a like on the video, that's awesome. Subscribe and ring the bell if you haven't already. Put a comment below if your predictions on how we might do. I imagine you'd have to be crazy not to be pessimistic. So I'd expect pretty low numbers. If any of you are dreamers and think we have a shot of even playing 500 this season, I'll be amazed. But yeah, so if you can, throw that in the comment section below. Otherwise, thanks so much for watching this video and hanging out with me. I hope to release a new one soon, probably when I play the 20th game. And until then, take care, take it easy, and see you then. Bye.